Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Alex Cleese. I'm reporting live from Summer NAMM. I am here with Jeff and Aaron from Boss. How you guys doing today?
Excellent. Having a wonderful show. How about you?
Oh, fabulous. Thank you guys. We may not even get to the interview because we've been having so much fun playing with the synthesizer pedal that you guys came out with. And how long have you guys been developing this pedal?
This pedal is actually from another product that we had, right? Since
years?
the 70s. Obviously, Roland's been known for doing synth products for years and years and years. Going way back, to the early 70s. But the early synth stuff, all it needed a pickup, the 13-pin output.
Right.
So a few years ago, we came out with a product called the SY300. SY300, you could use a regular quarter-inch and get full polyphonic chords tracking and everything like that. Great pedal, but we finally took the guts and the intelligence of that and stuck it into a compact series pedal, which gives us all kinds of things that we can do, because one is a small format. It's got 11 different types, 11 different variations on those types, and you can get all kinds of fun things from classic analog stuff. I think you're on a bass sound right now, right, Aaron?
No, I think it is.
Oh, you're on. It's also got a fun hold function, so I can do this. Hold it down, and now he can play over top of it if he likes. So if I turn him up. So you can go from that to classic organ type sounds, which would be something like this. And Aaron, can you play a chord for us? Notice regular quarter-inch cable, and it's tracking all the notes just fine. Right? And if we go with something more slowly. So let's go to something bass-like. Now, I'm turning the knob manually, but I can actually hook an expression pedal up to it, so I can do it off that.
I was just going to ask that.
Yeah, and even the sequence programs that were on there, you can do tap tempo off of it as well. So you can hold the function, you can sweep it with your foot, you can do tap tempo, and at $199, they're just incredibly silly fun for days and days and days.
Works for guitar and bass. Switch on the back. Say guitar and bass, switch on the back, so you can switch it for either EQ range. So
yeah, and what's really great about it is not only does it do polyphonic chords, so you can play the full thing, but it also tracks immediately fast, right? So you're not going to feel any latency or any issue like that. So it's one of these things that I love because it's just instant creativity. The other product that we have, the SY300, it's something really for somebody who wants to dive in and get deep and really get all the coolness out of it. This is more of just turn a knob and have fun, right? So that's one thing about all the products we've been coming out with Boss lately, and my statement is shortest distance to fun, all right? And because a lot of things we can get deep on, but we want to just get it instant and happy and fun and ready to go. Right. So that's just a beautiful product that we have out. And then we also have the RC10R, which we announced last week as well. RC10R is our new looper box.
So basically, the RC10R, the idea is obviously we've been doing loop stations for forever at this point. What we decided to do on this one was to actually take a looper and attach it to a rhythm, kind of drum machine type of player. Or I wouldn't say drum machine, but more of a drum player. You can actually do where you'll be able to load MIDI files into it and basically pull the sounds off of our drums and have them play for you, which is really cool.
A couple things that I really like about it is, there are 280 different drum patterns that are built into it. There are all the high-quality Roland V drum sounds that you've all known. There's 16 different drum kits that you can choose from. You can download your own MIDI files or your own audio wave files to play along with it. And a couple things that are really cool. Typically, if you try and play drums through a guitar amplifier, a guitar amplifier is not a good PA system for a good, full, high-quality drum set. So you can go out in stereo into a PA system if you want to and get good, full quality. If you go through your guitar amplifier, it has a filter mode, so it tries to make your amplifier sound better for the drums as well. Right. You can also split it, so one channel you can take to the PA system, have full quality drums, and the other is your guitar passing through it. Just an incredible box. One of the features that I really love about it is that it's not only two different sections, so I can do a verse and a chorus kind of thing and go back and forth between them. It does an auto mode, so the drums will auto change with you. So what you get out of it is I can put it in a mode where I hit a button, it does a drum fill intro. Now as it does the drum fill intro on beat one, I start playing along. play for say 8 bars. On the towards the end of the 8th bar, I hit a button. It'll do a drum fill out, and I'll start recording automatically for the second section. So I can go back and forth, and there's different patterns for both of them, different drum fills that are as you go in and out of them. Lovely feature. Additionally, you could use this just like a standard RCP1, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could. If you want to turn off the rhythm section, you can just turn that off, and it'll basically work as a basic looper. Then you can actually switch back and forth still between the a verse and chorus or an A/B section. So it works really cool.
Yeah. So if you're used to one of a classic single button looper, right, you can start off in that mode and then start adding different features and capabilities to it. And there is also a neat little feature that I really love is that typically with a looper, if you've recorded something and you messed up, you hold the button down and it'll undo, right?
Oh, that's great.
Right? Of course it has an undo.
Control-Z.
But here's what's fun is that you can redo your undo. So what's a great thing is not only can you have section A for my verse and section B for my chorus, but maybe my chorus for the first half of it I want one part, then I undo it, it'll go away for a while.
Right.
I can play for a while, and then when I want it back in, so it's almost like there's a third hidden part in my song. So
Right.
that's a lot of fun as well. So just a great, incredible, fun box. So these two things we announced last week, and they're getting really rave reviews, and that's really fun. And of course, NAMM's been awesome here with the stuff. And of course, we also have an update for our amplifier, which is our Next Tone amplifier. A few years ago, we started off with the Roland Blues Cube amplifiers, right, which were really the first amplifier that had the dynamics and feel of a classic amplifier, and all the tonality that you wanted. And then we came out with the Katana Amplifiers, which we happen to be playing over here, which have been immensely successful because they've got 5 different sounds in them. They've got over 60 effects, 3 simultaneous effects, beautiful amps, and they feel great. But when we came up with the Next Tone amplifiers, and what's cool about them is that you can actually change from 4 different analog sections on the board to get a classic EL34, 6L6, 6V6 type sound off it, and you can switch to it. So we just did an editor update, so now you can even go in and do deeper editing, basically put it up on the bench, change the electronically change power sag and feel and dynamics. So that's a great update for anybody who hasn't seen that. So it's just been fun week.
That's awesome. Wow. It seems like you guys did conducted your own interview too, which was awesome. Thank you for making my job so easy. Now, I was actually going to ask, going back to these pedals here, especially this one right here, the Groove Box, as you guys have been calling it.
Yes.
In terms of the ease of use, especially people that don't use a lot of multi-effects pedals, how easy is it to use it?
It's extremely easy, right? As I said, you could start off in a one-button mode, just like a regular looper, right? Because it's kind of daunting that first time you pick up a loop box, right? Start off there, right? If you just want to jam with a single drum pattern, extremely easy to get into that. Some of the button presses, it'll take you a few minutes to kind of remember, oh, it's 2 buttons for that and stuff like that. But really, it's not that hard. Right. It's not very intense menu.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's a little bit easier, I think, to use this unit versus the other ones. On the other ones, a lot of times with a looper, the hardest part that people have a hard time doing is timing themselves to actually start playing and hit the button to start their looping at the same time. A lot of times you see guys or girls, they'll hit the button, wait a second, and then start playing. Now you've got this little gap at the front of your loop. Which, yeah, and because you have to kind of time yourself in. The cool thing about this one is it's a drum beat that actually is going to kick it off for you just like a real drummer would. And then as it goes in, you hear the timing of it go, and then it starts to loop for you, basically. And then you're into the loop. When you're ready to get out of the loop, you just hit it, and it'll follow it and do it in time for you so that you don't fall off and you're not having like a blank loop or blank part on your loop.
And you guys, and you guys were saying that you paired with V drums on this too?
Well, so yeah, basically, I mean, we, as everybody knows, Roland does all the V drum stuff. So a lot of the sounds and tones, the drums that you hear, they're the grooves and stuff that we pulled basically from those guys. Obviously they know drums really well, and we took advantage of that and put it into this unit. So.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Definitely check out these 2 new pedals, the amp. We totally appreciate you guys being here, and enjoy the rest of your NAMM show, guys.
Thank you so much. Plays out.